Hi, this is Max from Practical Accounting. In this video, I want to show you how you as an employee can file expense declarations in numbers so that your employer can compensate you for the costs you've made. When you log into numbers, this is the screen you see. You see all kinds of white sheets. We have to go to a white sheet called Request Change, press on Expenses Declaration, and next to type, you can open up a list of all the sorts of compensations you can file an expense declaration for. So these are all the Dutch translations. I'll just select each one and tell you very quickly the English translation. And you can also always, of course, ask your employer about which one you should choose. The first one is a taxed compensation, so this is not tax-free. Next one is a fitness compensation, internet compensation, gas or charging costs for the business car, parking costs for the business car, taxi compensation, items for at the office. This one you choose when none of the other categories apply. These are license costs for literature or for software, telephone compensation, washing costs for a business car, study compensation, travel compensation for flight tickets or hotel costs, travel compensation for public transportation, meals which you've had with a business relation or during a business trip, the amount of kilometers you've ridden and want compensated. And the last one, you pick that one if the costs were made for a gift for you or for your colleagues, maybe a personnel dinner or a personnel trip you paid for and want compensated, then you can pick the last one. Every time I mentioned the cost of a business car, if you make those same kind of costs for a private car, then please also select the very last category. So let's just pick one as an example. Let's say we want to receive 30 euros for parking costs. Add something in the description. Let's say parking cost June 2023. Then at the date, you select the date at which the costs were made. So let's just say the 30th of June here. And here you can add an attachment. That's very important. Please always do that. You know, that can obviously be a ticket or an invoice. You know, just drop it here, drop the file there. So you can add context to the costs you're filing an expense declaration for. You know, you can drag it over here and make sure it's saved. Press next, then you can check if you've done everything well. You can add a comment if you want to. Press submit, press OK. Now you see that there is an ongoing mutation form and that's pending company review. So your employer will look at your expense declaration shortly. One more thing I want to show, if you press more, then go to pending. Then you can also delete the expense declaration you've done. So if you realize, oh, I've done something wrong, I need to do it again, then delete it here and just go through the process again. But so that's a good and simple way to file an expense declaration as an employee in Numbers.